Hi guys, Nemo Dan here. Today on this video we're going to look at moving the MMO kit to another complete system and getting it to work. So basically what we're going to have is on our first system where we do our work, we're going to move it to the second system. So what you have to do, or this is what I had to do to get it ready. We're going to have to install the launcher, the Epic Game Launcher. This is on the first system. Go to the second system, make sure you have the launcher installed with the latest version, 4.111. Basically just this is the launcher, and you have to install a engine version up here. And then you're going to need a source engine. We have this on the original, my workstation where I'm working. And then the second system, make sure you have a source engine with the current version. That's where you would download and build that. You're going to need Microsoft Visual Studio 2015. Remember, when you install that, you have to double check the tools, make sure it installs everything, because it doesn't by default, so you'll get errors if you don't install with the tools. So you have to do a custom install, go down there and check like everything just about. Alright, so then you got to build the engine, so you have the engine over there. Then on this system, or your first system where you're working on the kit, you have the kit installed, you do your work there, your development, you add anything, edit any content, blueprints, whatever you're changing, that's fine. That'll be your work that you've done it. Then once you're finished and you're ready to move to the next system, simply create your folder that's going to hold a copy of it on that system. Alright, so with that in mind, here's what we have. This is my local system here and this is where I've been working, and this is all that I've edited down here, this project, and what I want to do, and I'm going to move it to this. This is on the network. This is looking at my other system across behind me. It's on the network, and that file folder I have access to. So what I simply did was just copy this and then just paste it here, and then it'll move it over. Alright, there's the copy of it right there. Should still be, let's do a properties real quick. It should be the same. Yep, there you go. 1,314 files. Those two are the exact same, so copy those over. Then we're going to go on the other system and open it up over there. I made a short video over there to show you what I did over there. I'm using Bandicam, but it's not registered over there, so it's going to have the splash or the logo up here, and the mic wasn't working all that great, but you could see what I'm doing on the other system. I'm gonna load that video up here in just a minute, and you'll see what I did on the other side. Alright, hi guys, we're on the other system here. We'll have the logo up here. This mic is a little bit tricky, so you may get some popping sound. Sorry about that. Alright, what has happened is we've moved the file folder over here from the other system. I'm on this system, but I got this file open. So this is the file that has been copied over, and what we're going to do is we're going to open that, but you want to use the Unreal Engine launcher. So here's the launcher. I've only downloaded 4.11 on this system, so you only see that. And what we're going to do is we're simply going to launch this. And when you launch that, that's going to open up. Give that just a second or two, and that'll open right up, which is actually pretty good on the system. Down here in the bottom right hand side where it says Browse, click Browse. We're going to look to that folder where we just opened up and copied it over from my other system. And then we go down inside the folder, going to get the Unreal Engine project, and then hit open. It's going to say this was made with a different version, yada yada yada. We're going to open a copy. So you would just simply open a copy. And what's going to happen is this is going to go ahead and create a copy of it, which it's actually already done once, so now we're just basically doing it again. There was the first copy that it made, and it's simply just making another copy. I'm going to pause the video while that finishes. I turned it just back on for a second. As you can see, it's recompiling the source code, it's rebuilding everything, and it's going good, and it's going to open up here shortly. The system's a little bit slower. I'm going to pause the video one more time. Alright, be back in just a minute. Alright, that's done. Just remember, we're using the launcher, so we're going to be in the launcher version, not the source engine version. But there it is. It's opened up, so everything's working fine. Now what we'd want to do, if you had a need to work in to do a server build on this side, you would have to migrate over to the source engine. If you don't need to do a server build on this system and you just wanted to edit it, you wouldn't really have to. You could stay in the editor version. Well, I'm just going to close this out, and it's going to say let's save it. But that's going to be up to your choice. But I'm going to go ahead and show you. We did get a complete compiled version of the source engine on this system and up and running, just in case I want to do any work over here, which would probably be good, because if you ever wanted to do a server build, you could just essentially copy the kit over to another system, have it run in the background while you're editing the new material. Alright, so that's finished. So what has happened? We've made a copy. I've actually done it once before, now we've done it again. So this is the second copy that we just created. This was from the one that we moved over. And then what you do is you go down inside of there. We know it's working, we just opened. And then you would just right click, switch engine versions. Now see, it's set to the editor version 4.11, and then I would go to source build. What you do, if you can't, if you had a fresh install, you'd have to find it, click this little button, and then wherever you installed it on your next system, you would just go find it. But I've already found it, so essentially I would just load that up. It's going to say, it's going to generate the project files for it if you ever, have to open and do a Visual Studio build. And then when you launch it, it's going to have to rebuild the DLLs. So we'll just simply launch it. Take just a second here. It's going to open that up. Want to rebuild all the DLLs? We'll say yes. And then it's going to have to rebuild all them. I'll pause the video while that's going on. And there we go. It's finished building. It's opened up. And there's the source engine version and ready for any kind of work to be done. Alright, so I'm just going to close that up from here, and we got to save. So that has finally got something that I didn't think was ever going to get done fixed. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump back over to the other system, and we'll finish up over there. Alright, see you in a little bit. Alright guys, here I am back on the other system, and we have successfully migrated the kit from one server or one computer to another, and we've gotten it working. The thing you'll have to realize, if you take it over there and edit it, since we can't migrate across that path, or that's not working, you would have to copy it back over to that side and open it, and then migrate it there. If you understand what I'm saying. So if you did some work on this system, and someone did it on system 2, they changed the terrain and finished their editing and they're all done, they would have to do the same process. They would have to copy that folder, put it back on a copy of on this system. You would have to open it like we did. Once it's ready to up and running, then you would simply migrate on that information over, the new information over to the other project, if that makes sense. You can actually look at my video on migration. And I think that pretty much about wraps it up. I do have a, I'm going to put a link. I actually found this video that kind of covered this. It really helped a lot. This guy's got a site where he does stuff, and this video really helped out a lot, even with all the searching I did. So I'll put a link of that up here. And before we get out of here, just a quick shout out to Tarly. I know we've been working hard to try to get this done. I hope this helps out with your work. And this GIF's for you, man. This GIF's for you. Dance, little peanuts, dance. Alright, if you got any questions, throw them down below or contact me on the forum. This is Nemo Dean, and I'm out of here.